Okay, we're gonna take this again, I guess. For the third time, hello everybody! Welcome to our Final Fantasy Blue Mage tier list, including, yes, Final Fantasy 16, because yes, there is a Blue Mage in Final Fantasy 16 in your boy Clive, but we'll get there. In FF1, no Blue Mage. FF2, no Blue Mage. FF3, no Blue Mage. FF4, no Blue Mage. So it starts in FF5 with... I'm dropping them straight into S tier. Why? Because I did a 4-drop Fiesta with Blue Mages, and they absolutely carried me. White Wind, Mighty Guard, the level something death. Absolutely amazing. If you feel like you want to grind the enemy skills, and yes, the downfall of Blue Mages in FF5 is that you absolutely have to go out of your way to get White Wind. You have to go out of your way to get all of the strong spells. But once you have them, holy shit. They're good till the end game. You get Blue Mage very early on in the game, and they can stay a Blue Mage till the end of the game. I was very, very surprised. My last 4-drop Fiesta where I had to use them was the first time that I really utilized Blue Mages, and I was pleasantly surprised on how much carrying they did for me. Even if you don't run Blue Mage endgame, Blue Magic as your secondary skills equipped, incredibly good. There's no reason not to. There's Goblin Punch, that's OP. There's a Magic Missile. Not Magic Missile. Is it Magic Missile? The one with the MP damage. There's just so much you can do with Blue Mage. They are one of the best class in Final Fantasy V, in my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Leave a comment below if I'm absolutely wrong. But yeah, honestly, like, Magic Hammer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Mike. Blue Mages, OP. Final Fantasy VI. This one's a little bit... This one was hard, because there's technically 3 different types of Blue Mages. We did not include Realm, because it's more like a mimic Blue Mage. But we do have Strago and Gao. Let's start with Gao, though. Never used him. People tell me how strong he is all the time. Never really even utilized him. Never went out of my way to learn the skills. Again, remember that this is a biased tier list. I know he is very good if you put effort into him, but I wouldn't know. I've never seen him perform well because I've never played him. And this is actually where I'm gonna end. I'm so sorry, all the FF6 fans out there. I am so sorry to break your heart, but I'm dropping Strago in there too. I have no fucking idea, okay? Excuse the language. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. That's why they're gonna go in mid, but feel free to change, convince me otherwise, chat. Tell me how wrong I am. Some people would put Gao in S tier, I know this. But I personally just do not know enough about them to have a actual opinion. I'm so sorry. I've said this before, I'll say it again. FF6 is not my most known Final Fantasy. I've played it twice, but I know the other one's a lot better. It'll be a struggle to change my mind. Wow. You can't because you never finished FF6. I just really never really used either of them. I didn't even use Realm either. Like, I had the same party basically the whole time. In a situation where you're forced to use them, they did okay. That's all I got. I'm sorry. Final Fantasy VII doesn't really have a Blue Mage. It's got an enemy skill materia, which is very strong if you take time in it, but it's not a character, so we're skipping it. Final Fantasy VIII, though, has Quistis with Blue Magic as her limit breaks. Quistis is my best girl in Final Fantasy VIII. Absolutely love her. Great character growth, okay? Very good development. She can Shockwave Pulsar. The only other thing that can use Shockwave Pulsar is the final boss. Therefore, Quistis is incredibly powerful, and I love her. I wonder if you can get early Delta? Early Delta? Do you mean Beta? You mean Midgar Zolom, right? Wait, hold on. Did you put Terra in B tier? Terra was S tier actually, Oreo, in our Black Mage run. Beta, yeah, from the snake. So Midgar Solemn cast the beta. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will. Beta's from the snake. That's right. That's right. Quistis has limit breaks. Is another good set of comics. Yes, the bad breath. She's got bad breath. She's got like Quistis has a very good profile of skills through her limit breaks. It sucks that you have to use items, but she's still my best girl, so she's S tier. Final Fantasy 9 Quina. Oh my god. I'm so biased. I should probably put some on A tier. Final Fantasy 9 Quina. Angel Snack. White Wind. Very, very strong. Oh, I have to. I'm so sorry. The best blue mage way to learn a skill. Eat and, well, cook and then eat the enemy. That's so unique to me. It's not a, are you using a skill? I'm watching you do it. Okay, now I know. Some blue mages are like, okay, I will drink this potion or eat this item and I will use the skill. Queena's like, oh, I'll cook you and eat you. And then I'll use your skills. But also Angel Snack being an AoE remedy is strong as hell.
That's it. I've come up with a new recipe.
Frog Drop, strong as hell. Quina is incredibly powerful if, again, if you put time in the character. Why is she F tier? S tier. S, there's no F tier, it goes to D. I don't know what you're talking about, Oreo. You can check the VOD, you'll see the Black Mage, she's S tier. You'll see a reoccurring theme with blue mages where most of them are very good if you put effort into building them. And if you don't, they're shit, obviously. But Quina is soft spot in my heart, saved my runs, loved using Quina. One of the cutscene that you do in Disc 4, was it Disc 4? Yeah, it's Endgame. The one where you have Quina Vivi and the Master Coup or whatever, and then there's this whole cutscene, is absolutely hilarious. Quina is such a good character, underrated character in my opinion. Love, love, love Quina. S tier for me. Final Fantasy X Blue Mages is also like it's also a Dragoon. Kamari is strong. Is he S tier strong? No. He's not a bad character. He's not. He doesn't really shine either. I would almost even put him top of B tier. The problem that I have with Kimari is that Lancet does no damage. If Lancet would scale with level, it'd be fantastic. But unless you've maxed the sphere grid, Lancet just, through story progression, okay? Through story progression, Lancet never even compares to your base cure. You know what I mean? The skills are good, but it's only on overdrive, so you don't always have access. You don't always have access to your blue magic skills, which is unfortunate with Kimari. Can be learned from his bros. And yes, so I like Kimari because no matter what, he will protect Yuna. No matter what, he will stand firm on his beliefs, right? And so it's great. Red!
Yo,
thank you very much for the 75-month resub. We just talk about Kimari. Where would you rate Kimari on a tier list? Thank you so very much. I hope you're doing well. Yes, we're talking about blue mages only right now. So, as much as I love Kimari as a character, I just think that as a blue mage, he's pretty average. As a blue mage, we're rating blue mages right now. So he's good, love him as a character, but as a blue mage, he's a better Dragoon than he is a blue mage. I think. Although in FF10, everybody can do anything by the end of the game, but through story, average. And then we have 10-2. 10-2 takes a new spin on blue mages, and we have gun mages. So gun mages have to learn abilities from monsters, and then they can use it. They have magic bullets. It is incredibly powerful for a job if you put efforts into building the job. Again, all blue mages the same. I try my very best to not always have a gun mage in every single run because it's just that OP. If you find the abilities that you need, you can trivialize almost every single fight in the game. The only bad part of gun mages is that you have to go out of your way to find them. How do I say this? They're very powerful. Love Payne's Blue Mage outfit a lot. Not quite S tier, but still very good. So yeah, A tier seems fair. A tier seems fair. So then we have Final Fantasy 11. There is Blue Mages, but we're not doing the playable characters. Characters? Yeah, we're not doing the jobs. Final Fantasy 12 does not have a Blue Mage. I don't think. Final Fantasy 13, there's no Blue Magic. 14, there is Blue Mage, but again, we're not going for playable character jobs. Final Fantasy 15 does not have a Blue Mage. However, Final Fantasy 16 does. And this one was really hard, okay? We've asked chat this multiple times. What job would Clive be? Because clearly he's a warrior. He's got a giant sword. But he also has magic. Therefore, that's Red Mage now. But technically, he steals abilities from enemies and uses them against them. So I think, and I think chat was right here, I think Clive is an actual Blue Mage. He learns the abilities from foes and then uses them. I feel like this song is a little much for talking about Clive right now. You would consider Clive as a Blue Mage. Yeah, I think Blue Mage fits him well. And as soon as somebody said Blue Mage, I'm like, that's it? No, that's totally true. He steals powers. Not really. He doesn't really get a say, but I'm just going to switch this. The landing is a little much for Blue Mages right now. So, yes. S tier because, well, it's Clive. He's very strong. But also, it's Clive. Like, he's an amazing character. We love this character. S tier, only beaten by Quistis because Quistis is my girl. And she remains top. And then we have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance Blue Mages. Final Fantasy base Tactics did not have Blue Magic, but Tactics Advance did, and they're solid A tier. Why? Because Roulette is a thing. Because Goblin Punch is a thing. Because, holy shit, they can beat the game by themselves is a thing. I don't think they're as strong as S tier because, again, you have to go all your way, out of your way, to learn everything. But once you do, Blue Mages can carry you through the whole game incredibly early on. So that feels like an A tier for me. No C tier, no D tier for Blue Mages. Generally, they're all good if you take time to build them. That's the common key theme of Blue Mages. You barely use Blue Mage. I don't use them often, and in any Final Fantasies, I feel like I don't really put much effort in Blue Mages because of the effort that they require. But dang. So let me know, where would you switch any of these characters in the tier list? Do you like Gal as an S tier? Or do you think that Queena's a C tier? I think Queena's hilarious, and that's why it's A tier. Do we agree? Do we disagree? Again, my super biased tier list here, but I feel like Quistis is the top Blue Mage of all of them. I'm gonna screenshot this for myself here. Yeah, I think that's it. I honestly think that that's my tier list for Blue Mages. I wouldn't change anything. Did I miss a Blue Mage? We've spoken about Realm. Realm feels more like a mimic mage than a Blue Mage. I think that's fair. I think that's a final answer. I don't think I would move anything. I could change these two. Like, they're kind of on par on A tier here because Gun Mage is also just as strong as the Tactics Advanced Mage if used well. But other than that, I'm pretty confident with those changes and those rankings. Hi, Kyan. How are you? Realm is a mimic. Realm is a magic mimic because she draws the enemies and uses their powers. So I feel like it's more mimic than blue mages. But I believe, yeah, I believe we put her as a pictomancer. What did we put? Oh, a beastmaster. But Picto was what we originally had her in. Is this the Ragnarok? Oh, it's Hildegard. Never mind. Did we miss a blue mage? Did we? Did we? I think blue mage is blue. Yeah. Okay, which one? Final Fantasy 13-2? 13-2 is not really included. Who would you put in there? Sarah? Is Sarah blue mage? She's more like a beastmaster. What do we put Sarah as? Oh, we put her in range because of her bow. That's right. The problem with 13 is we can only really assign one job to them. I wouldn't say that she's blue mage though. How is she blue mage? If I were to put her into a non-rage, I would put her as a beastmaster because she captures monsters, but she's not a blue mage. I would argue that one, actually.